Hello everyone, thanks for pressing play. You are watching a brand new episode of Talking Comics, ExcaliburCCGTV, where every week we come together to tell you about the great comics that are hitting the shelf. We are talking about October 12th, 2016. I am Chris.
Hey guys, I'm Randy.
We're glad to be here. We are Excalibur Comics, Cards, and Games here in Shreveport, Louisiana, as well as in Texarkana, Texas. You can always go to our website, find out what's going on at ExcaliburCCG.com. Hey, click on the Facebook and Twitter links down below in the video description and follow us on there as well. New stuff is posted daily. Another fairly large week this week of stuff that we're covering.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. We even trimmed some things, even again. But guys, before we dive into all that, we had something really super cool happen here. We got fan mail from a comic industry veteran.
Yeah, thanks mail.
Thanks mail. There we go. Thanks mail. That's cool.
Yeah.
So guys, Steve Lieber, the artist on tons of stuff, but most recently the Superior Foes of Spider-Man, and currently the Fix at Image Comics with Nick Spencer, sent us this postcard, which I'm going to put on screen right now. It's freaking awesome because it's the picture of that puppy dog, and that dog is one of the main characters actually in the Fix.
Peanuts.
I think it's Peanuts is the name.
Like that.
He reached out to us in his postcard. He's followed us on social media and stuff, and thanked us for plugging the book, which is a fantastic, funny book. If you haven't read it yet, you should be checking it out, or at least get the first trade and sit down with that, because you will love it. It's one of my favorite series that's out now, especially one of the new series that just came out. So special thanks to Steve Lieber for this amazing postcard that he sent to us. It's freaking awesome. I love it. It's really cool getting that kind of stuff. He may be the first thanks mail that we've gotten. I'm not sure. You know, we've had other things happen.
I don't know if it was necessarily a shout out for the show or for the promotion of it, or just like people are buying the book and so shops are. I don't know what.
That's all for us.
All for you.
We're claiming it.
You're claiming it. It was a cool thing because, you know, I walked in the morning, the mail's down on the ground, and it was face down. And I kind of looked at it as I was picking up the mail and saw Steve Lieber. I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of a coincidence. I know who a Steve Lieber is. It's in comics. And it wasn't until I turned it over that I saw the dog. And I was like, oh, it is that Steve Lieber that I think I was thinking about. So it was cool.
That's super cool, man. Yeah. It really is. It really is. So guys, if you follow Steve on social media or whatever, reach out to him, tell him he's an awesome guy, tell him that we sent you. We really appreciate it.
His art on Whiteout was awesome.
Yes, it was. Yes, he's done a lot. He's a veteran. He's done stuff in the industry for years now. So
he kind of was one of the people to introduce me to Greg Rucka.
Really?
Because of Whiteout.
Because of Whiteout. Yeah. Okay. So you partially have Steve to thank for your love of Rucka.
For my deep, deep man love of Rucka.
Thanks, Steve. We really appreciate it. Guys, moving on. We have several new number ones that we are going to dive into this week. For all of you Spider-Man fans, this is your week. This is a Spider-Man-centric story that is dropping this week. The Clone Conspiracy #1 is dropping this week from Marvel. We got Dan Slott on board here and Jim Chung on the artwork. Dead No More. The Jackal is back. He's conquered death. Spider-Man is outmatched by his army. Does the wall crawler stand a chance? And should he stand in the Jackal's way if the Jackal has actually found the key to eternal life? That is a nice question that we will get answers to starting this week with the Clone Conspiracy #1 dropping from Marvel Comics.
I have another important question about that. Did the Jackal ever die?
Oh, no.
I don't recall.
I don't know if he did or not, to be honest with you.
Okay. We got another one from Marvel coming out. Hopefully people can jump on readership and continue this title going for a long, long time. This is Great Lakes Avengers #1.
Exactly.
Creators that I'm not really familiar with, Zach Gorman and Will Robson, are on board here. The Great Lakes Avengers have been rewarded and reinstated, rewarded, I guess, by the Avengers and reinstated as Avengers. And this time they are going to be housed in Detroit. All of the characters you know and love, pretty much so, except for Squirrel she's not going to be there. She's off college and all this other stuff
Yeah.
going on. They are going to get one more chance to try to do something to make a name for themselves and show people that they are just as premier of a team as the regular Avengers.
Yeah. And I don't know if you've seen the preview pages, but Will Robson's art looks really good. It really clean.
Oh, it was
and
in a
crisp.
little promo thing.
Okay. I'm checking it out just for the art, to be honest with you. It kind of reminds me of like early Steve McNiven, early Josh Middleton kind of stuff, but maybe a little tighter edges. I like it.
It's not quite that.
It's not quite.
He has a very
It
unique
reminds
style.
me. I'm not saying it's exactly like it.
It kind of reminds me of the guy that's doing Spidey right now. His
Like
art
Nick
style.
Bradshaw?
No. The is it Epson or something like that? It's the guy who is on the actual book Spidey right now.
Okay.
It kind of reminds me of that style.
I think it's real pretty.
It's pretty, yeah.
I think it's real pretty. I'm going to check it out. I want to see that and check it out. I think this could be like you said, if they give it some legs, if they give it some time, it probably could be a Ms. Marvel. It could be something like that,
They're a fun group of characters. They're oddball characters, but, I mean, they're like a F-list, G-list, Z-list set of characters there. Marvel came out with some big names last week. This week, they're like seeing, can we get people to read these too?
Exactly. And speaking of getting people to read, will they read Mosaic, number 1, dropping this week, which is a big push for the Inhumans from Marvel as well. This is a new character who's kind of already had his debut. He had his debut. I'm not sure what issue that was. There was maybe it was an Uncanny Inhumans issue, number 11,
like
if I'm not mistaken.
9, 10, 11, somewhere around in there.
But guys,
maybe 11.
I think it was 11. This is Mosaic. He is a former professional basketball player and celebrity that is forever changed by the Terrigen mists that hit the world. And now he doesn't do his jumping on the basketball court. He does his jumping from body to body, from person to person, taking them over and controlling them and having access to everything about them. So his life is completely changed, and now he relies on other bodies to survive and to live. And this is going to be taking a look at that by Jeffrey Thorne and Kerry Randolph. We're going to take a look at Mosaic number 1, Marvel's newest Inhuman push here. So we'll check that out and see what's going on there.
And also from Marvel and Jerry Duggan, they're going to see how much you care about the characters that were in Mercs for Money.
Guys. Right.
Or if it's really just your love of Deadpool.
Boom.
That's what they're going to see here with their first character spinning out of that series, Solo.
Yeah.
This is the one-man war on terror, and he is taking a look at going undercover, trying to figure out why they're these ordinary thugs that have these off-world alien tech super deadly weapons.
Exactly.
He's probably going to wish that his name was not Solo and that he was not going solo on this mission, but had some backup. We'll figure that out. Paco Diaz joins him on the art. That's some fun art. Paco Diaz is a staple Marvel go-to guy. Hey, we need you on this book. We need you on this book. Fun art.
Yeah.
But just seems to go where they want him to or need him at that time.
Yeah. I'm going to check this out. I think I've always liked Solo. He and like Paladin from back in the day. I've always liked those characters. I don't know why exactly, but I have.
They're 90s characters I never read.
Yeah.
I wasn't reading in the 90s.
Okay, yeah. So have fun with that, guys. One that is going to be freaking huge. Reborn, number 1 from Image Comics.
What's that?
Don't deny it, sir. Don't deny your knowledge. Guys, Image Comics, Reborn number 1, Mark Millar, Greg Capullo teaming up for their first ever creator-owned series together. This is going to be, honestly, it's going to be big. And good for them. Kudos for them. But this asks the question, where do you go when you die? And surprisingly, the answer is this. In this world, in this situation, you don't go to heaven, you don't go to hell. You go somewhere else where you have to fight to survive. This focuses on a lady that passes away. Her husband passed away years before, and now she goes to this place where she actually has the chance to fight to get him and find him in this place where you fight to survive. So it will be taking a look at that type of overall story arc, story theme there, and it's going to look amazing with Greg Capullo on board here, so I'm really looking forward to that. Check it out, Reborn, #1, guys.
I think I watched that in an season of Supernatural.
Do you really? Well, yeah, where he's getting chased by the
where Dean has gone into the see,
yeah, exactly. I like that.
Okay, guys, Titan Comics gives us their second. This is very hard-boiled crime noir. Okay. This is their series of books coming out. They're called Hard Case Crime. That's the big name of the series. Last week was Triggerman. This week is P-Plan #1. It's a 5-issue series. With this book, it's taking a look in 1986. Times Square was not the Times Square we know today. It was full of, it had strip clubs, it had porno theaters, it had a lot of petty crime going on. It was totally different. This story's going to revolve around Roxy Bell. She is a peak booth worker who happens to witness a brutal crime, murder of a guy that just happens to be a very well-known pornographer.
Okay.
And now her and her ex-partner, who is also some punk rock guy, his name's Nick Zero. They are going to be on the run from everybody. Police, mobsters, everybody, probably people within the porn industry, everything. It's a little extreme with the subject material, but it's a hard-boiled crime, and they deal with seedy all the time. So that's not really something too new to that particular style of book.
That's cool. That's cool. And Triggerman came out this past week.
Very good.
Very good. So, guys, maybe something you should find and check out from Titan Comics there. Dynamite Comics gives us another James Bond series starting this week with James Bond Hammerhead. This is by Andy Diggle with Luca Casalanguida on the art there. I kind of got that right. I think so.
A lot better than I ever would.
But this takes a look at, apparently Britain has upgraded their entire nuclear arsenal. Upgraded everything and are about to bring it online. But now there is a threat. The threat from the Kraken, who is trying to actually take over this upgrade and use Britain's nuclear arsenal against them. And James Bond is the guy assigned to find and eliminate this guy before that happens and we get rid of part of Europe. So there we go, guys. Can they rely on Bond? James Bond.
We'll figure it out in 6 issues.
Exactly.
That is how long it takes.
Come on, Andy.
And I personally stay away from the Kraken because that's some dangerous stuff. The fans of Eric Powell, we've got him writing. He's not doing the drawing on this one. I think it's 3 issues is what we're looking at. We're talking about Chimichanga is back. And with this title, it has a strange name. It's called Sorrow of World's Worst Face. What the hell that means? The Wrinkles Traveling Circus is back, as well as Chimichanga, and they have a new attraction. The new attraction, though, you better beware because it's not just the face, this ugly, hideous face that you have to be careful around. Something else is amiss.
If with Eric Powell's involved, it's going to be something weird, different, kind of cool and scary all at the same time.
It's going to be very unique.
Exactly. Exactly. Guys, another one from DC Comics that's both kind of exciting and very irritating to me. Lost Boys #1 drops this week by DC Comics, obviously with Tim Seeley and Scott Godlewski, writer and artist that are on board here. This is the sequel to the 80s cult classic vampire film, The Lost Boys. Why is it irritating to me?
Because everything was wrapped up at the end of the movie?
No, sir.
Oh.
You're so far.
Because this is actually the third part because they have had a sequel comic already called the Frog Brother, or about the Frog Brothers.
No, that does not irritate me.
I don't know. What is it?
Scott Godlewski is
he's
series.
there, and where is Copperhead?
Exactly! That means we're that much further from getting another Copperhead series from Jay Ferber and Scott Godlewski.
I understand that.
But I understand the gentleman has to keep going. I'm not sure what all that is, but love Copperhead.
Keep the lights on.
Yeah, that's the truth. Hey, I totally understand. Just want more Copperhead.
Oh yeah.
I mean, seriously. So guys, this is the nostalgic and unstoppable sequel to the original movie, taking a look at Santa Clara, California. The city's on edge. We've got Michael and Sam Emerson in here as well. The brothers must once again team up with a militant vampire hunter, Edgar and Alan Frog, when a new gang of ruthless, stunning, life-sucking night crawlers known as the Blood Bells emerge in this city. And they take both Michael's love interest and their sister, Star. So all of you guys that were fans of the Lost Boys back in the day, here we go.
Yeah.
It's going to look great. Scott Godlewski is a fantastic artist.
It'll just have 100% less Edward Herman and Kiefer Sutherland.
There we go. Some people will love that. Some people may not. No. But guys, those are the new number ones that we're covering for this week. There are other ones coming out from IDW and a few other places as well. Check with your local retailer, your pull list. Double check all that. Make sure you got all this great stuff on your pull list. And we're going to dive into some storylines now. We have several of them to cover this week, starting with DC Comics, continuing their Night of the Monster Man. Part 6 is found in Detective Comics 942. This is the finale of this Night of the Monster Man storyline. Batman goes one-on-one with Hugo Strange, who is the mastermind behind all of this. But the biggest, the most dangerous of the monsters was saved for last. Will it take the entire Bat family to bring him down? We'll find out with this finale right here. Also, continuing from Marvel Comics, we get
slow chug.
Very slow chug. Civil War II, Ulysses, number 3, dropping this week. This basically is this. Ulysses versus Karnak in this issue. Check it out. Find out what's going on with Ulysses.
We also have Power Man and Iron Fist number 9. Civil War has torn apart two good buddies.
Yep.
And Luke, right now, all he cares about is trying to repair what has gone wrong with his buddy Rand. So, will they get back, or Danny Rand, will they get back together? Probably, because the series isn't canceled.
It hasn't changed the title. Guys, another Civil War 2 tie-in, Uncanny Avengers number 15. This is Civil War II Aftermath, and this starts the Going Rogue storyline that's going to be happening with this series. But the Uncanny Avengers have been betrayed, they're fractured, they're disavowed, the Hand has stolen the corpse of the fallen hero. Now the Unity Squad is taking off to Tokyo to smash ninjas and get back that hero's remains. Find out more about what's going on with this in this issue right here. Have fun with that. Those are the storylines that we're covering for this week. We've got some of our favorites now that we're going to be telling you about. These are the comics that will be at the top of our stack. First comics that we read when we get them home. Yes. Randy, what is up for you, bro?
I've got Doom Patrol 2's number 2's coming out. This one flew out of the stores. Hopefully people added it to their list so that they're not going to miss number 2. With this one, Casey is in the process of trying to rebuild Robot Man, who she collected in the last issue. And we have another of the Doom Patrol, the classic Doom Patrol, who's still out there. Negative Man is out there, and it looks like there are layers upon layers to this Negative Man, and it just happens to be that the one that is closest to the surface is extremely violent. So we're going to continue to read what Gerard Way's doing with his reimagining of this whole group. And real simply put, Lazarus number 25 comes out. This is Cole part 4. Forever's back. She is put back in action into the field, and there's a new Lazarus. And apparently it's a bad one. Big one, bad one. Everybody needs to fear it.
I like this phase of Lazarus, especially with us being exposed to more Lazarus characters to see, because they're not just, all of them are basically a reflection of the families they represent,
right?
In so many ways, and it's really cool to see that reflected and boiled down to like one character for that. So
yeah, the term really seems to have a lot of different meanings to it with Lazarus. It's, and when it comes to the Carlyles, it doesn't just mean the traditional, everybody knows the story of Lazarus raised from the dead. It takes a whole different approach because they are all about the latest tech, the latest advances in medicine and science, everything. So they bring that into their fold when they consider Lazarus.
Exactly.
It's been awesome.
You guys got to be checking out Lazarus if you haven't. For me, Black Monday Murders #3 drops this week. Digging the series so far. This third issue takes a look at the fact that in this world, when you uncover one murder, you probably are going to be uncovering thousands because of that one that you did uncover. And then we, like I mentioned at the beginning of the show, The Fix #6 drops this week. We get to see Roy investigating a high-profile murder. These cops, it's crazy, it's fun. Get to look at Peanuts. Yes, totally. I'm so digging this series. So guys, those are our favorites. Those are the storylines and the new #1s that we're checking out for this week. Now it's time for our pick of the week. And the caveat is simply this. Of the new stuff coming out this week, stuff that we've covered or stuff that you're interested in particular, what is the one thing that you will not leave the comic shop without? Randy,
Lazarus.
What is up for you? Lazarus. That was it.
No, no question.
Very cool. I totally get it. For me, it's going to have to be Reborn. I have to walk out of the comic shop with that this week. I've got to see how Millar and Capullo are going to work together. Yes. Lazarus will be at the top of my stack to read, though. Definitely.
That was 3 yes, no, 4.
Count them, sir. Count them. Count them on playback, guys. So, guys, those are our picks of the week that we're getting. Tell us your pick of the week in the comments below. The one new thing coming out this week that you will not leave the store without having it in your hands. So, guys, that's the pick of the week. We have a question of the week that's going to make you think a little bit. Probably will stir up some emotions in you and make you stand on your soapbox and say, "Hear ye, hear ye." And that question is simply this. We're rolling with it. Let me ask you guys this. Is Batman really a superhero? Think about it. Take a moment. Is Batman really a superhero? Randy, have any thoughts on the topic?
Well, clearly.
As always.
Why would I not? No. I mean, Batman is about as akin to Punisher as there is of a character, and why they, the Avengers would never have Punisher on their team. Why the Justice League has Batman on their team, I never understood. A guy that keeps files on everybody, that snoops on them, that doesn't trust anybody, is a guy that I'm never going to trust and that I would not want to put out, because you don't know if he's going to save people, if he's going to kill people. You don't know what's what with somebody like that. He is just a rogue character. Plus, if you've talked to me about Batman before in the shop, you've probably heard my whole thing that this is a guy that he has no... He just cares about the fight. He doesn't care about the consequences of the fight. If he cared about the consequences of the fight, he would take and somehow do away with these rogues of his, rather than putting them in the rotating prison, the rotating door that is Arkham Asylum, where they just get out and they go kill and they go kill and they go kill. Every single death is on his head. He doesn't care about those. His thing's like, oh, they got out again. Oh, I guess I have to go catch them there. It's his game he likes to play. He is not a hero. He is borderline vigilante. He's almost a villain mastermind there in the likes of Luther and some such.
Oh, sir, sir, you have dropped the gauntlet there. Oh, my word.
You're obviously going to take a counterpoint to this, huh?
No, not exactly. I don't think he's a superhero, but I do think that Batman is more than human, and not physically, not in and of himself, but because of the phenomenon that he's created around himself, the character's persona, the interpretation of the character, how he preys on the superstitious and cowardly, and how to them he's larger than life. He's this creature of the night that comes out of the shadows, and if you even suspect that he's there, you're done. He is totally human. There's nothing super about him.
Oh, that's a lie.
He's human.
Oh, he's a meta-human. He has a brain that is now Midnighter style brain that processes.
No.
Oh yeah.
No. There's only so much a person can do.
No.
You can't. No.
He prepares for every situation. He knows every single thing. That is Midnighter's shtick.
It is Midnighter. He's on 1,000 moves ahead of you. This fight's already over. That's not Batman.
That
he knows a lot, but
100% Batman.
And then, honestly, in the case of Midnighter, that's like the amplified one aspect of Batman, of his just preparedness. But I mean, Batman's not a superhero. He's a man. He's disciplined. He has ambition. He has a hellish focus on whatever he's tackling, I feel that he's developed this whole air of mystery and intrigue and fear around him that kind of elevates him to something more than human, but not superhero at all.
Well, look at this aspect. All other heroes welcome heroes into fighting the good cause. Batman is just like, oh, you don't become a hero in my city. Not unless I allow you to or want you to. Oh, you don't set foot in my city to fight because I watch over my city.
Exactly.
You know, and does he really watch over his city? No, it is no better than what it was before he took over.
And with him in that situation taking over, that's not a hero. That's a mob boss.
He is.
You know,
that's a good way to put it. He is a mob boss. I mean, but yeah, you don't, you know, Huntress, I don't like how you fight, how you do this. You know, Dick, no, Tim, this isn't really the way here. You know, Gotham girl and Gotham boy or lad or man or whatever you're calling yourselves. No, you don't come into my city. He is. Totally. You know, heroes, they're like, hey, join up with me. Let's fight this good fight. Let's form a team. Let's do that. And he doesn't do that.
So, and that, another question we don't have to answer now. So, that's a fantastic point. Heroes welcome other heroes generally. Why would they not? If they've known about them and they've known that, Green Lantern's at Coast City and Flash is doing stuff in Central City, and these are people that I would welcome in. They can help me. We can work together. What hero, what super-powered being caused that mistrust from Batman? I'm very curious. Where did that ever happen? So, guys, we could rant about this. We could go on and on.
Let me just ask you.
Okay, go ahead.
Do you think he should be a member of the Justice League?
At times.
At times. That sounds more like a no to me.
I think that you made a good point. He should, when you were discussing Punisher earlier, he should be a fringe member because he should be the guy they go to do the dark stuff. The stuff that they can't be seen doing, they have plausible deniability with. Not that he's a murderer, obviously, that's not the case, but he's the one that can find out the secret information about Lex Luthor and find the data.
If you watch the movies, he's totally a murderer.
Yes, but we're talking about the comic books, right? We're going to stick with the comic books. Stick with the comic books, guys. Come on. Help us help you. Stay with the comics. But yeah,
Frank Miller never made him a murderer.
Yeah, no, he didn't. As far as I can recall, he never did, So guys, yes, are you ready to be on your soapbox now and shout to the mountains? Guys, tell us in the comments below. What do you think about Batman? Is he a superhero? Tell us what you think about that. This was inspired by a video I recently watched. If you go to YouTube and look up NerdSync, SYNC. He did a recent video about this, asking this question. I didn't get to watch all the video, but I did think it was an interesting thing to discuss because, honestly, Batman is huge. He is huge. He is just huge. Why? Why? What is he really a hero? Should he be? Have fun with it, guys. You can go deep with this. Have fun with it. That's our question of the week. Tell us in the comments below your pick of the week and answer our question of the week, guys. Have fun with that down below. Randy, any other things to add to this episode, sir?
One last mic drop.
Oh.
Alfred Pennyworth is the Joker because he needed to provide something for Bruce because Bruce needed that other side.
The sad fact of the matter is Randy could absolutely be right. He totally could absolutely be right.
It is a sick man.
It's a twisted situation.
It is.
It is. So, guys, that's it. We're done. Guys, thanks for watching. Leave your comments down below. We'll join you down below and have a discussion there. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of our community. Hey, guys, the point of these videos is to get you ready for Wednesdays, to tell you about what's coming out, what to look forward to, tell you something that you might want to collect, something if you're a speculator that you might want to invest in, if that's something you're interested in. So if you know people that are like you and you enjoy watching us, share our video with them. Take a moment to do that. We really, really appreciate it. Share the podcast. Share it all. We would really appreciate it. And thank you for being a part of our community. We so enjoy doing this and being part of all this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So until next time, guys, take care, read great comics, and we will see you in our next video. Bye-bye.